Okay. Hey, my name is Jonathan Cromwell. I am the creator of Wardboard, and I wanted to take some time to share with everybody a little bit more about Wardboard, but specifically, why is it called Wardboard? Where does that come from? So back in the day, as a player in high school, I played in Ennis underneath the great coach Sam Harrell, and we played on two state championship teams. Was coached by some really great men, and have those guys have had a huge impact on my life. But every Monday following a game, I would go to in the main building of the school. Our library was right there. You had to walk past the library. Everybody in our school did to get to class. So every Monday morning, myself and a lot of the rest of the team would go up to the award board. Award board. And this is an actual picture of the award board continued into the playoffs. They added another dry erase board, and this is over 20 years old. So that's what it looked like back in the day, in the heyday of Ennis, when we were there winning and doing winning state championships and all that. But we would come up to the award board, is what I called it, in the library, and we would see who won the player of the week, player of the game. I'm sorry, in each of the different areas that Coach Harrell would highlight. This is actually hanging in my garage as when I coached. I coached Texas high school football for 9 years. Um, we we would or I was there in Ennis for 1 year, and it was in the storage facility, and was going to get thrown away because it was just there. And anyways, I took it. It's in my garage, and it's a really cool piece of history for me in Ennis football. But there's Wardboard. You guys have seen the logo. There's you can blame it all on my roots. Everything that Wardboard brings to the table, and what I do as the creator of Wardboard, I come from the Sam Harrell era, right? And I learned a lot from those guys. But um, this is me coaching. I did it for 9 years. This was my last 5 years. The last of my 9 years coaching was at McKinney Boyd, and my wife and we actually live in McKinney right now. But we are. I've done it. I don't think Ward Board could have been created by somebody that didn't actually do what we do as coaches, and evaluating players and producing something that's as valuable as it is for coaches and players. I think you guys are going to love it. We're launching. We're launching this 2022 season. I'm actually right down the road from the South Lake Carroll and the Duncanville game that's going on this Saturday, which will be, I think, Saturday the 11th, there in that McKinney Stadium. So me and my boys will be there for that. But anyways, this Ward Board will be brought to you in this 2022 season that's coming up. Every game, not every game, but a lot of games, but everybody that watches this video can tell me at some point, some very important game that boiled down to one specific play. And this is where I think Wardboard comes in. I think Wardboards are going to change the bracket next playoff season, the next year. I don't think it's going to change some teams. The teams that utilize Wardboard enough, right? If they do it and they utilize it, and it changes that one play that keeps them from moving on into the playoffs, it can change the course of their whole season. So watch what we got here. Why is it called Wardboard? Let's go back to the point of our talk. Every great program is going to recognize players and do it well, right? And these are screenshots and pictures I found online from Ohio State. You can see there's some Bulldog football there, and there's a little basketball player up there, and player of the week. You guys get what I'm talking about, and you all know what I'm talking about. And it's super important. So again, Ennis, this is what's hanging in my garage. This is what I referred to every Monday morning when I walked into our school building as the award board. I wanted to see that Jonathan Cromwell was the player of the week every week. That's what I wanted, right? Graham Harrell was a part of our team there in Ennis. That's him right there. And there's him and a lot of the skills players and et cetera, right? You guys get the point. Award board. This is a ward board, right? At a glance, right? Coaches will be on a computer um, the morning after a game, evaluating their players. Their position specific players will be right in front of them on the website. They will be grading their players. I'll say grading, but providing players with feedback is what it really is. And through providing players with great feedback, it will then shoot it via push notification to the app, and the players will have access to their feedback in the form of some very analytical looking data that's going to be pretty eye-opening and exciting for the kids. It's going to create a what have I referred to? A new energy around accountability for players and coaches. So coaches on the website doing it on a computer, evaluating players on a computer. Push notification is sent to all of the players at the end of that time when coaches are done evaluating film the morning after, and then it will get released to the app with all kinds of cool data. The app is a free download for players on the iPhone and Android platform. So that is free to the players, does not cost the players anything. Coaching and football programs will pay basically an annual subscription to have Wardbord, but it will be a free download for the players on their phone. But right here, all you can really see here is at a glance some of the position specific um, feedback that players are able to receive. And what I'm going to do as I get closer into the January and February and closer to the season, I'm going to help share more and more and more about what all you're able to do with the app and within each specific position. So O-line coach can see the value in it, a wide receiver coach can see the value in it, quarterback coach, defensive coach, et cetera, et cetera. So stay tuned. But award board, at the end of the evaluation of your players, you're going to be able to choose for your team, choose the players of the game, right? Defensive lineman, offensive lineman of the game, skills player of the game, special team players of the game, and so on, right? So what you see there is X'd out in red is the old award board from back in my time. And on the phone, on the app of Ward board will produce, you'll see where players on every team will be able to see who actually received the player of the game awards for that week. And so the other cool thing, and I'll finish with this, is when a player clicks on one of the icons that you're looking at once you click on that, it's going to lead you to the next screen that's going to be actually show the profile picture of the player, that what award that they've won, defensive lineman of the week, the game, the date, all those types of fun things. And they'll be able to actually share that screen, that image right there via social media, which is cool because now um, you have more kids celebrated on a larger platform than ever before. So we're down here in Texas. If grandma or aunt, uncle up in Michigan um, are able to, whatever, they see this on Facebook or Instagram, or they get a text message from somebody down here in Texas, they'll be able to share that cool information with family wherever they are. So really cool. Really excited about Wardboard and launching in 2022. Really excited to go watch some playoff football this Saturday here in Texas. And if you're in Texas, or if you're not in Texas and you're coming to Texas in January for the DFW Coaches Clinic, which is well over 1,200 coaches most years, and is coming back super strong after all the mess that we've been through in the last couple of years. I will see you there as a sponsor, and I'll have brochures and be able to talk to you guys in person to answer any questions that you have and hopefully get you set up for the 2022 season of Wardboard. Hope everybody is having a great day, and we will talk to you later. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, message me, email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys, and have a great night. Bye-bye.